Hey guys, today we'll be talking about 10 visa-free countries that Canadians can visit in 2025. And some of these countries, I think the travel is better than the US. We'll talk about which ones those are. But there are still plenty of places that you can go without getting any sort of pre-travel authorization. And so I want to talk about some new destinations for 2025. There are a few updates from last year. A lot of people think that having a Canadian passport is kind of boring because you get to travel to too many countries without a visa. Now, I've never been to Oman myself, but I have a friend who travels all over the Middle East, and he always raves about Oman. He says that it is one of the safest countries to travel to in the Middle East, and it is somewhere that he feels very comfortable exploring. Oman has a lot of different landscapes, mountains, deserts, beautiful coastline. I've had a few friends go in the last couple of years, and they had a great time. It is a beautiful island with a lot of history and culture. You can see temples and shrines, explore the capital city of Taipei, or just relax on one of the many beaches. You can even try surfing. Taiwan is a very safe place to travel. People think that it's dangerous because it's in the Middle East, but it's actually a very safe place to travel. Now, South Africa is a huge country with a lot to offer. There are many places that you can visit without a visa, like Cape Town, Durban, Port Elizabeth. South Africa is home to some of the most beautiful wildlife in the world, like elephants, lions, giraffes, and you can also explore some of the country's amazing cities like Cape Town or Johannesburg. Keep in mind that South Africa is a very big country, and there are some places that you shouldn't go to alone, so make sure to do your research before you go. But overall, I think it is a very rewarding experience. Turkey is home to some of the most iconic monuments in the world, like the Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque. But it is also home to a lot of beautiful natural scenery, like the turquoise waters of the Mediterranean and the snow-capped mountains of the Taurus Range. You can do pretty much anything in Turkey, whether you're looking for adventure or relaxation. Turkey is a great option, so if you are worried about traveling alone, it's definitely a good option. One thing that I will say is you should be prepared to walk a lot. Let me know if you have any questions about any of these countries. Hopefully you'll consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. A lot of Asian cities are very walkable, but Taiwanese cities are on another level. My friend, who is in her 60s, went to Taiwan, and she said that by the end of the trip, her feet were killing her. So keep that in mind. There are a lot of historical sites that you can explore, and you're guaranteed to have sunshine. Now, Bermuda is a great option if you're looking for a beach getaway. Now, Mexico is another one that you might think is boring, but it's actually a great option if you're looking for a cheap vacation. The only place that I would unrecommend going to Mexico is if you go into the major cities like Mexico City or Guadalajara. Those are a little bit more dangerous, especially if you're coming from a first world country. It can be a little bit of a shock, but if you go to a beach town like Tulum or Playa del Carmen, you're going to have a great time. Mexico has beautiful beaches, ancient ruins, delicious food, incredible nightlife. There is something for everyone in this country. I would say that it is better than the US, and so that's why I made it on my list. The water is crystal clear. The beaches are pink sand. It's just like stepping into paradise. Bermuda is a little bit expensive, but it is definitely worth it. One thing that I will warn you about is the mosquitoes. Apparently, they can be pretty bad. My mom went a few years ago, and she said that she got eaten alive, so maybe pack some bug spray. The temperature rarely dips below 25 degrees Celsius. And so, if you're looking for some winter sun, definitely check out Oman. It's right between the UAE and Yemen. If you want to see some more exciting places in the Middle East, stay tuned. If you're looking for a nature getaway, Dominica is a great option. There are plenty of hiking trails and ecotourism activities. It's a little bit off the beaten path. So if you're looking for a more authentic Caribbean experience, definitely check out Dominica. I am planning a Middle East itinerary for 2025, and I will definitely be including Oman. One thing that I do want to mention before we jump into the list is if you're re-heading to any country in Europe, there are some visa requirements. I was lucky enough to live in Kuala Lumpur for 3 months in 2014, and I loved it. The people were amazing. The food was incredible. I did find the traffic to be a little bit crazy. But if you're coming from North America, that might not be that surprising to you. Malaysia does have some visa requirements. You can stay for up to 90 days if you're coming from Canada. There is talk that they may start requiring visas for Canadians, so you should definitely look into that before you go. I will leave a link below. If you haven't seen my videos about Malaysia yet, you should definitely check them out. I have a video about things that surprised me about the country, and another one about my favorite foods. You will need an EDIAS. This is the European Travel Information and Authorization System. It is a place that I think gets a bad reputation, and I think it doesn't deserve it. I think the only time that I've ever heard about Colombia was from my parents who always said, "Do you want to ever go to Colombia?" But a lot of people forget that big cities like Bogota and Medellin can be dangerous, but most of the country is quite safe. I have a friend who spent several months in Colombia, and she loved it. She went with her 2 kids and said that they had no problems whatsoever. Colombia has gorgeous beaches, lush rainforests, beautiful colonial towns. There is something for everyone in this country. One thing that I will warn you about, though, is the altitude. If you do head to Bogota, you will probably get altitude sickness. My friend actually had to take a helicopter ride down the mountain because she couldn't handle it. And so keep that in mind. Singapore is a place that I have wanted to go for years. It is one of those places that you kind of put on your bucket list when you were younger, and it is just somewhere that everybody wants to go. Singapore has amazing food, great attractions. It's very clean, very safe. One thing that I love about Singapore is they have a lot of free things to do. A lot of cities in Asia can be very overwhelming and kind of chaotic. I've been to Bangkok a few times and I had a great time. But it's just really busy, especially if you're coming from North America. And so sometimes you just need a little bit of downtime. In Singapore, you can have that. You can go to the Botanic Gardens, which are absolutely beautiful, or check out some of the temples around the city. They also have a really cool museum called the Art Science Museum. It looks like a giant lotus flower, and it has interactive exhibits. Singapore is definitely somewhere that I plan on going in the next few years. If you've been, let me know what you think in the comments below. It is basically the EU's version of the ESTA for the United States. So make sure you check that out if you are planning to head to Europe anytime soon. Now let's jump into the list. Number 10 is Singapore. Now this is a very exciting one for me. Number 9 is Oman. Number 8 on our list is Malaysia. Malaysia is somewhere that I have traveled to before. Number 7 on our list is Colombia. Now this is another one that I have been wanting to go to for years. Number 6 on our list is Taiwan. Now, Taiwan is becoming more and more popular as a destination. Number 5 on our list is Bermuda. Number 4 on our list is Mexico. Number 3 is Dominica. Dominica is an amazing island in the Caribbean. It is known for its lush rainforests, its waterfalls, its hot springs. Number 2 on our list is Turkey. Now, Turkey is another one that I think is kind of underrated. And finally, no. 1 on our list is South Africa. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today.